What's up, everybody? We are back on another episode of the Game Gods podcast. Don't hate the player, learn the game. And we have two beautiful guests today. Who we got?
I'm Carolina. Nice to meet you guys. It's actually, first time that we're doing podcast here, so
we're very excited.
Yes, thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure for us. So.
And sweetheart, what's your name?
So my name is Gabilina, but my artist name is Narco Barbie.
Wait, so we got
I'm very happy.
Carolina and Gabilina.
Yes.
Gabilina.
Carolina.
Okay, and then you already know we got
Game God Goldie, the one and only.
And
Mega McQueen, man.
Okay, cool. So let's get into this day. Let's get in this podcast here. I got some really good questions for you guys. First, I want you to start off and kind of just introduce yourself. Where are you guys from? When did you get to Miami? And what do you guys do out here?
Okay, so I am Argentinian. I was born and raised in Argentina. Hold on, can I put this a little more up?
Yeah.
I have to put myself down. So I've been living here in the United States for already many years. Since I was a kid, I really was always dreaming to come here. I love it here though. I'm a coach. I'm into fitness, nutrition, and mindset. My whole life I was involved in that. So now this is my profession. And we're sharing our brand here with my sister, which is Madness Center. So
our fitness brand with a lot of programs.
Yes.
And also we're gonna add some gym materials. And so my name is Gabilina, or Narco Barbie, my artist name, because I do music. Also we have our brand, of course, that we share together. I came here 9 years ago to the United States. I am French and Mexican. What else?
Hell of a mix.
Yes.
So, are you guys full-blooded sisters?
I mean, we believe that we are sisters from the past lives.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's dope. I was just wondering because you said you were from France and Mexico, and you said you were from Argentina.
It's
okay.
when
I'm mixed too. I'm Argentinian Lebanese because my dad and his family is from Lebanon, but I was raised.
Oh, so you're half Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
Oh, so am I. That's dope.
Nice.
I was gonna say you're Middle Eastern too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's super dope.
I don't know.
That's Indian, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
So what are you guys? What is everybody's background?
Huh?
What is everybody's background?
I'm half black, half Armenian.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm black and my mom's from Belize. You know what Belize is?
The islands? Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Do you guys speak another language besides English?
I speak Spanish and some Armenian.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's impressive because a lot of Americans don't speak other languages, so that's good.
Yeah.
What about
my mom
you?
taught me growing up.
I'm super white. I'm Irish and German, and then the second language I speak is game.
Okay, that's good. We like that.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of it.
That's dope.
You guys.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, you guys are gonna get a lot of it today, especially from these two.
Yes.
So I got some questions for you guys. So you do music. You guys are out here in Miami. How do you guys feel about just the vibe in Miami? Do you feel like it's people are fake? Do you feel like people just use each other? Do you feel like how's your guys' relationships out here? Do you guys have a tight knit circle?
We have a tight circle.
This is a really great question, first of all, because, yes, we experience many things here in Miami, especially related with people. And I don't think it's only Miami, though. You can find any type of people everywhere, though. But talking about people in Miami, yes, there is certain people for example, I deposit my trust and then it end up not good, especially with girls. But this is my experience, though. Everybody here is going to talk about their own experiences. So yeah.
I think you got to be sharp and you attract what you are. There's good people and there's bad people, but
Yes.
when you just don't lose your time. The first red flags,
Exactly.
You don't have to have a big circle, but the rest is cool.
So red flags, especially when it comes to men, there's a lot of men with money out here in Miami. Do a lot of these guys try to flash their money and try to wow you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
cool.
got a good question. So tell me, what's the best way to break a trick? Like, what's the best way to get money from a guy? Like, how do you talk to a dude? Get these women some game. Like, if you want to get money from a guy, what's the best way to go about it?
Honestly, like,
Like,
yes, sorry. Honestly, like, I don't think like anymore. I mean, you know, if you're young, maybe, you know, but like depends what you want in your life, you know, like don't approach men into the way. I feel like the connection is not genuine if you go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like maybe for a girl that doesn't have the means, you know, like I can understand, then it's a hustle and maybe it's like it's convenient for both of them. Maybe the man find his benefit to her by, you know, like dropping the bag, you know, and maybe like they can make an exchange. I understand that, but depend on what you want. You can find a good man that have money that you align, you know, because you're already established in your life, and just that matches, you know, like just your frequency. You don't have to always, you know, like you can be like genuine sometimes.
So basically what you're saying is the worst way to get money from a nigga is to ask for the money.
That's what I got.
No. I am not saying that.
No.
Depend on what do you want. You know, it's a good way. Like if you try, if that's your goal. Let's say like maybe a woman, she needs the money, you know, and she doesn't seek something serious, because at the end of the day, if you try to extort something out of somebody, it's never gonna be genuine.
Of course, that's what I was trying to say.
Even extorting love, no, it has to be genuine. You have to want to share.
Of course,
you know.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
The man wants to share.
Right. You know, that's what I was trying to say. I think the worst way to go about it is to just ask, because it doesn't feel genuine.
Yes.
You know, because if I'm the nigga with the money and you come to me and just, hey, I need some money.
Yes,
bitch, why the fuck would I give
nothing that coming from the need is gonna
of course.
be good.
Yeah.
Like for everything.
But hold on, sometimes it's good because sometimes, you know, some men don't want to be engaged fully with a woman. So maybe they just want to be superficial. They just want to have sex. They just want to use the woman for their body. So why not just paying her or taking care of her or whatever you want to do, you know, what type of exchange you guys deal with, as long as it's convenient for both and it's still maybe open later, who knows, you know, but I don't think it's genuine though. Like,
also, if you're a gold digger, make sure you find gold in yourself first.
Say that one more time.
Find gold in yourself first.
Okay.
I like that.
What would be considered gold in your eyes as a woman?
First of all, have your like values.
Your values?
Yes.
So give me some of those values.
I mean, you need to, you know, be impeccable with your word, with your own self. If you're gonna say something that you're gonna do it, because that's the first respect that you have of yourself.
Do what you're supposed to do, what you know that you're supposed to do. What, you know, whatever comes, just move as your true self. Do what is right in your heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
So here, Kellen, bring the mic to her so she's not bending over.
Yeah, but you can pull it up.
We're sharing it, so.
I know, but I just want to, because I'm going to ask her a direct question. So name off top 3 things right now that you feel like would be golden in a man's eyes.
That I will be.
Like that would make a man be like, oh man, that's a very valuable woman. Like top 3 things in your mind, because you said right now a woman needs to have gold inside of herself, right?
Yes.
So what does I want to know in specific, what does that gold consist of in your mind? Because you ask a lot of the women these questions and they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I just want to know, like, what is it that you think top 3 qualities that a man who has respect for himself, a respectable man, you know, would like from a woman that would make him think, oh, this is a golden woman?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, respect yourself, because if you don't respect yourself, you can't respect others. I think that's basic, though, you know.
So respect, number 1.
Yeah, keep, you know, be impeccable with your word as well, you know. Like everything you say, like make sure that you're doing in your private life too, not because you're blowing air, you know, because that's free. Everybody can blow air and say many things, but we don't know at the end, you know, like what's gonna happen.
Keeping your word.
4 agreements, I like that.
And this is for every single man out there. Respect woman, though, because you coming from a woman. I'm sure you got your mother.
Have a mother.
So no matter what,
sisters.
you got to respect a woman, though.
Hold on, I got something else to add. Have his back, like really like be his partner in crime, because I think like complicity is very important. You know, like trust. Trust is a big thing, actually.
So
have
trust.
his back. Yeah.
So I asked you for 3, and the third one you said was what niggas should be doing.
No,
Oh,
I said that you should respect women, no matter what.
Yeah, but I
No,
asked
but
what do you think that what makes
If
a
I
woman
see that you
valuable?
respect your mom, that's already can tell me a lot about you.
Okay, so that's your top 3 things.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna believe that you have mommy issues though.
Okay.
What's mommy issues?
Well, it means that you got trauma from your childhood because whatever your mom or whatever the image of your mom was when you were a child, and traumas are like
Or maybe
things
what
that
you
are
seen
unresolved
of your
things
mom.
that it keep pending inside of you.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
I mean, it gave me what her priority of things are. Do I necessarily agree? I didn't hear compliance. I didn't hear submissiveness. I didn't hear respect. I mean, I heard the respect. I heard that you guys said that, and I didn't hear how much you really I didn't hear a lot of the things that I wanted to hear. But it's okay. Maybe that's just what came to your mind. What do you think about a woman being how important is being submissive to a man for you guys?
It is though. It
No.
is because
How important is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think it is very important, but at the same, actually, you know what? It's super important because at the end of the day, you want a man, me personally, I direct so many things, so I like a man that inspire me, and that is that I can look up to, and that I agree, that it inspire me, how can I say that, teach me, and that I want to listen to.
Right.
But for me to want to listen to, he has to, I have to admire him. You know what
Of
I'm
course.
saying?
You have to
I
lead
have
by
to-
example.
Yes. Because then I can follow. But also, I feel yes, the submissiveness, but also the role of a woman, I will add is kind of to push more because, they always say, oh, women, they want more. But actually, because we believe in you guys, that you are capable to do more. It's a woman's always more, is always more. And we pushing things for that, because we want the best.
How important is having money in a man that you're looking for?
It's important because of the security, the comfort.
1 to 10, how important?
It's 10.
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I came here alone by myself. I made my money by myself,
Yeah.
I got 2 condos. I did flipping, real estate, So why would I be with less than that? I want somebody that push me, that inspire me too, because I want more for myself, so I want more for him.
What
So-
about you over there? How important is money in a man? 1 to 10.
I agree 100% with her.
10.
It is important because money, it's energy though.
It's a safety,
If you
though.
don't incorporate that in yourself, you are rejecting something from you. So
Look, I got a question. So, what are 3 things that you're gonna do for your man to push him to do better?
I don't know. Depends.
How are you gonna be his piece? What are you gonna do to cater to that man? If you're being submissive to him, what are
Yes.
3 things that you're gonna do to help him be better, do better, and have more?
Because men, you believe it or not, they always ask you for your opinion. There's always a woman behind them, behind the king. There's always a queen that they ask, for some opinions, for,
Yeah,
It's
but-
just
but
what
what are
do you
those-
think? Feminine intuition, we make sense.
I know, but what are some physical things that you could do daily to help
I
attribute
don't know,
to his success?
to get his thing. For example, I was dating an athlete, I'm not gonna name anything, but, I will get his breakfast ready, just things ready for him, even I help him to get his clothes, for the training, just I make his life easier. So he just go and just get it, just anything, any details, it's just your energy, just bring him comfort, you have to be his comfort zone.
Yeah, his comfort zone. But
So
I could pay someone to make my breakfast. I could pay someone to clean my
Okay,
house.
then pay, but it's he's being his partner in crime. He's being there as a partner in crime.
but that's a form to show love too,
It's just taking care of anything, just having his back in any situation.
Okay.
For me, it's very important.
Okay. Would you call your man if he was if you're hey, this guy's trying to fight with me at the club right now? Are you gonna call him and bring him into that situation?
I'm gonna tell him. Yes, I'm gonna tell him, but I'm not. Honestly, I don't get into situations like that.
Right.
So why? I'm a sophisticated woman. How? I don't know how, or just like try, you know, like
Yeah.
try me.
I'm just curious. Goldie, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh no, I like her answer. She said she's not gonna bring her man into that dangerous situation if she doesn't have to.
If
Like,
you had a
I want to
woman bring you
protect
into a
him.
situation like that, how would you react?
I ain't going.
Why not?
Because most of the time a woman could get out of most situations. You know, a man is not, unless a man is really that aggressive, which he's not really, most of the time she could just ignore it and walk away. So if she brings me into the situation, it's kind of escalating the situation she could have walked away from, putting me in danger, going to jail or something happening. I don't feel like she has respect for me if she wants to put me in a dangerous situation.
No, I
Exactly,
would
so-
never want to. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So what do you guys, so you said you flip houses for money and stuff like that. Like you said you dated athletes. Is there a certain caliber of man that you are interested in? Or do you have like prerequisites for a man before you date them?
No, we just match because I love to work out. You know, my sister put me always into the workout. It's like my lifestyle. I wake up between 4 or 6:30. I hit the gym, you know, and after I go to the studio, I do all my thing. But it's like I have that discipline that she always put me. My nutrition, you know, she takes care of my entire wellness. So it's like part of my lifestyle, and I feel like you just match, you know, like you just go to places. Sometimes it doesn't stop me to going out and stuff, you know, and you meet people and you match, you know, like listen, at the end of the day, I'm an immigrant. I go out. There's a man that is handsome. He talks to me and all, you know, like, yes, he had nice watch, he got nice thing and all, but I don't know who he is at the beginning, you know, like I'm not born from there. So it's like, people is like, yeah, it's him. That's this guy and all. And this is how I found out, you know, but.
So if a guy had none of those things, but he had the discipline, he had the character.
Because how is going to inspire me? He doesn't have the money. No.
What if he had-
So money is the only thing that inspires you as a woman?
No, it's not the only thing, but it's important.
It's
like
10.
I want
It's
you to
10
be,
on her list, though.
no, you have to be. It's like a lot of things because I give myself 100% in so many things. So you know, like I try to not lack in one, you know, or
What is what do you give?
I do not, that's
What do you
actually-
get? What do you give 100% that is actually going to bring real value to a man's life? Because cooking is cool, but I mean, like he said, you could just hire someone to cook. I know how to cook.
Yes.
So what real value are you bringing that is going to actually change me and make me a better person mentally, spiritually, physically, financially?
Exactly, like he's being here spiritually.
No, I'm
I think
asking
talk to
you.
him. Yes.
Like,
But
because you're
it's-
saying you're giving 100%. So I want to know,
Yes.
where is this 100%? Like, where's this energy going? Because cooking is not really, I mean, I
But
just
it's
feel
not cooking. This is minimum, you know, like this is, and actually, you know, like most of them, you know, like most of my guys, they even have chef and stuff like that. It just like I do it out of my heart, you know. But so for what you're gonna say, what you're trying to say is like, yeah, it's being here spiritually, mentally, like as a best friend, as a partner, you know. It's just like you have to listen to them.
Understanding. A lot of
Understand them.
understanding, though.
You know, like give them some game. For example, like I come from nothing, so I have a lot of game that I figured out myself. So it's just, for me, things are more logical. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like street smart, you know? And it's things that they have not. And actually, it's like you complement each other in your views, in how you get smarter, or, you know, like it just, whatever I will bring to him, opportunities maybe, you know, like just meet people that I know, or, you know, I try to make
But that
it-
man has to spend money on you for him to get all this stuff from you?
No, but it just like, I like that, I like to feel, how can I say, like, how do you say that?
Taken care
How
of?
would you say? Yeah, like it just like you know, it feels good like to receive like some cute things, something, you know, attentions, or, you know, I like that. We like that as women. You know, just being gentlemen, like, you know, generous gentlemen.
I don't think there's anything wrong with giving to a woman. I just think that this is just what I believe. A woman has to show me why I should do that for her. Because, I mean, it looks still...
But then it's the same for men. There's no whys, because it's out of genuine. Like, you know, why people always want, why? If you give me this, I give you, you know?
I mean, it's not... What you're thinking is when I say give, it's not like you need to give me physically anything. You have to, like, anything tangible. You have to show me as a woman why you deserve my hard work, my focus, my resources, my game, my knowledge, my leadership, my
Because
discipline.
I have it without you.
McQueen, I got a question for you.
I have it without, if I have without a man.
I have a question for you. So, for the women watching this and for the men watching this, what should a man get from a woman for that man to be able to give him all the things that you just listed? What do you look for in a woman?
Well, first she's got to like me a lot.
Yeah.
She's got to
Yes.
under
Without
like
the
you
money,
know what I'm saying? Without the money.
What does that look like?
She's
though?
got to see the value. If I come up and I talk to her, okay, and like I speak with the way I speak, you know what I'm saying, and she sees how like in shape I am. She sees how like sharp I am mentally.
Mm-hmm.
She sees how well I take care of myself. She sees all like she should know if she should know. She should have enough intelligence to know, okay, this guy is valuable enough to me mentally, spiritually, physically, for me to at least get to want to know him. Do you know what I'm saying? And then like it shouldn't matter. The money shouldn't matter yet. I want to know because if your number one priority is money, then you're just very shallow minded, and I don't want nothing to do with you
this is
anyway.
superficial.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see how mentally sharp I am, how spiritually sharp I am, and you see the value in that, that's a valuable woman to me.
Yeah.
Because that shows that you really like me for the things that should matter first, primarily.
That's genuine.
So if you really like me a lot, then I feel like all the other things fall into place. She's gonna cook for you. She's gonna clean for you. She's gonna be submissive to you. She's
wants
gonna
to
listen to you. She's gonna be inspired by you. So you have to like me the way I see myself.
Yeah.
Because I see myself as super valuable. When I look in the mirror, I'm very happy with the person I see. So if she doesn't see that, then we're just not gonna match. Because I'm not gonna allow you to treat me less than how I feel about myself. You know what I'm
Could you
saying?
be with somebody that doesn't work out?
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
But you know, to come back to what you said, I feel like it's exactly the same thing because when I see like I love to look up to him, I love to be inspired by him, I love to be obsessed with him. Like, you know, that's exactly like, but that's your side.
Yeah, but you said your prior. You said
Yes, because I will admire his work, the way his hard work, because he's
yeah,
still
but you said money
successful.
though.
Yes, because if he's money, then he's successful. I will appreciate his.
That's
name, I
not
will
always
admire
true.
him.
Not always.
That's not always true. I know a lot of millionaire niggas that are busters, like they're losers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but then the other things are not gonna match. I told you, like there's many things, but this is one of them. Money is very important, but it's like like there's many departments many boxes that you have to.
If you ask me, if a man is sexually disciplined, if he's focused, if he's driven, if he's smart, if he's intelligent, right, hear me out before you. If he's intelligent, if he has game, if he's in shape, if he reads, if he focuses, if he studies, if he knows about, and he's got purpose and he's driven and he's locked in on God and he's locked in on his purpose. There's no way he can't be a millionaire. There's no way, even if he doesn't physically have it right, there's no way he can have all of those things and not be a millionaire at some point. Yeah. But there's a lot of millionaires I know who have none of those things and they're just fucking losers with money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so
like
to me, that's not success.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a loser and have money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because
No,
I have both.
understand.
And what makes me happy is not the money. It makes me happy that I'm smart, that I've cut out all the vices, that I put in the work to go inward and fix trauma and like elevate myself mentally and spiritually. That's what makes me happy because I know most niggas don't have that.
Yes,
anybody
it's
can
true.
have money.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So now I got the money and that.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had the things with the money without having that. I've had the money and the external things and the tangible, the car, the watch. I've had that without having all the internal shit, and it didn't make me happy. So once I went inward and had that, that's what made the other things like fun and happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be, if a woman thinks that like it's the other way around, that's her priority, I just don't think that's attractive.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
honestly, and you are 100% right. I agree completely with you. And even I will add like to have a good heart because what I like, for example, I have a pattern kind of the guys that I've been with. It's like they're very giving. I'm not talking about me, but like, for example, to communities, to help people, to help children in the country and stuff, to change things, like to do a lot for the world. And this is a trait that just make me like fall in love. That's a big, important thing for me.
How old are you guys?
Women don't like that question.
Okay. Do you guys have kids?
No.
Why not?
It didn't arrive the time yet. I don't know.
Yeah, just the reason why I ask because at a certain age it gets really hard for women to have children.
Well, that's a mindset though.
No, it's not hard. If we will want to have a kid, we will have it already, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's just me personally, I'm locked in other things, in businesses. I've just been very busy, and actually I don't even date so much. I should, she already started to push me.
I feel like I will never limitate myself. You don't know you are able to control your own body.
Yeah.
I don't listen what like people could say, well, other women limiting themselves, say like, oh, there are certain age that you could like get pregnant, and after. No, my mom got pregnant with 54 years old. I have a
Wow.
brother of 8 years old, so that
Yeah.
already showed me a lot.
Yeah, I like that. And you guys obviously take good care of your body. So I mean, it shows that you guys are fully aware of like what the human mind and body
Picky
can be
good
capable
dads.
of if you really lock in on it. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that because there's a lot of things that people try to like put limits on me too. Like my brother used to tell me all the time growing up, like, wait till you get 28 years old, you finna have a gut just like me. I said, no, I'm not, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, I am not. You know what I'm saying? So
That's how important it is with who you hang out with, because you know
Circle,
it's
yeah.
contagious. You know, like the mindset of others, like the ceilings they carry with themselves, like they can put it on you, and it's up to you if you wanna, you know, match that energy. Though.
yeah, for sure. I like that.
But also
Like that.
picking a good dad, you know, because when, like, as a woman, I feel like, of course, we all want a kid, a child one day. And personally, I don't want to have a kid with just like anybody. Like, I want my man to complete all those, like, I have to see him like as a dad figure, you know,
Yeah, and
to know he will be here to.
and it's really hard to find because
Yes.
we are considered the 0.001% of men. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we have all the attributes that a woman would want.
Yeah.
But you know, the
So
way
why
we
are-
live our life, like we like to, would you ever date a man that wants to have multiple women in his life? Like for us, that's the way we live our life.
No.
No.
Yeah, are you
I will not.
like the
I don't
Arab
want to
people?
show. I don't want to show that to my kids. Actually,
You don't want to show that to your kids?
yeah, I would not like my kid to think that women are. You know, like I want him to grow up with different values than that. But
You think men are built to be monogamous?
No, I think that everybody does whatever they want, but I know what I want for me and my child.
You think a high level man that's a multimillionaire that has all these attributes that we just said are just going to want to stick with one man or
But
one
that's
woman?
that's what is high level to you.
What's considered high level to you?
To
What's
me,
a high value man?
to me, is somebody that high value me. You know, they just, you know, I don't want to be in a monogamous relationship.
You don't want to be in a monogamous?
No, in a poly. Sorry, in a
Okay.
polygamous. You know, so, sorry, I got. But
But
you
you,
know,
but you think a man
because
would,
I will leave. I would just not.
No, I know, I understand that, but that's really hard to find.
Yes, but I found them. I found quite few. You know.
No, I know, but are you still with him?
No, because things don't work out. Like they're just different stuff, you know. We're just in different stuff in life.
But time is
Sometimes
passing.
Yes, time has passed, but also like I'm getting into a different version of myself, and you know, sometimes we grow out apart, but we always like here for each other. We always, you know, it's like the love is unconditional. And when I was with them, for example, I'm gonna give you another example that was crazy. So, I was dating this. An athlete. So
You date a lot of athletes, huh?
no, not a lot.
No, just some?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, like he went. So we went in vacation, but I left before, and he went with his friend. But his friends they flew out girls. You know, like girls like to party and all. You know, but in the girls. There was a girl that I knew that don't know because I'm very low-key about my private life. But she doesn't know like who I was with, you know. So I kind of like asked her, "Oh, are you there? You know, like that trip, you know, because I was there. Like I know." Like she was like, "Yeah, like I'm there." Like I'm like, "Okay, so what's going on?" Like, "Okay, so this one they try to talk to this one. You know." She was telling me all the tea and all, but she was telling me there's that one guy, like everybody like all the girls they're on him and all, but he's like he doesn't want to know nothing, like he doesn't care, like he's just out there rapping and having fun, you know, and dancing, you know, like just like I don't understand. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, let me know, you know." It's the truth. And then later, you know, I talked to him after that trip. I didn't want
So
to
you were
tell
dating,
him.
were you dating this man? I'm confused.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I see him, you know, and I ask him in person, like, you know, like, honestly, I asked, you know, about you because there was a girl that I know. And she told me, like, you didn't, like, everybody was on you, but you didn't pay attention, you didn't care. Like, why? Like, I don't understand, you know, because they were bad. And you know what he said? I swear, this is crazy. He said, because if I'm with you, I'm with you. Why would I be with somebody else?
How's
So
that
there's
crazy?
men. It's not that it's crazy, but it's just like it's different. It feels like like peaceful. Like he doesn't want to be with nobody else because he's the type of man. He know what he wants. If he does one thing, he's stick with one. It just. Otherwise, if he wouldn't be with me, he would be playing.
Goldie, how do you feel about that?
I mean, that's the man she with. You know what I got a question? These tattoos, what do those mean?
Oh, it's a long story, but it's not the story for this podcast.
Oh no. Did you
And
get
I-
that when you were here, and where were you from?
No.
Oh.
It was here. It just like crazy things happen. So I didn't had a smooth transition when I arrived to the United States.
Yeah.
Actually, not at all. And
Because I'm from California, so when people have a teardrop tattoo, it means it's a certain thing.
yeah.
Do you know what that means when people see it?
Yeah. Of course. I
Oh,
do.
okay.
Of course I do, and it ain't nothing funny, But thank God we're alive.
Do you
and
feel like that
sometimes-
ever turns dudes off when they see that? They might think something because they live
No,
here?
because sometimes you gotta protect yourself. You gotta defend yourself, and I don't.
You ever thought about getting it removed?
No, because it's part of my past.
Yeah.
Just
You don't feel like, like a lot of high level guys may see that and you might give them the wrong
No.
impression, even though that's not who you are anymore?
no, because he's gonna know me for who I am when he's gonna speak, know my story, see my shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
I
it.
don't want just like no like a regular guy or not regular
No
guy,
square?
but I want somebody that is like open mind, that is like a character himself,
Yeah.
He has to be like a personality, a character, like he stands out.
That
and I
main
want
character
to stand
energy.
out. Yeah, It's like your character, we see you with the car. It's like, you already build like you're a brand, you're a
Yeah.
walking brand. I'm a walking brand, Okay, I look like back in the days, like, like Marilyn and all, but it's like with the tattoos and all, and
I get it,
think
and
it's
you
cool
are-
to be a personage, be yourself.
And you're an artist, so it makes sense. The tattoo.
Yeah, I was
gives
gonna
you-
say that too.
gives
It's
you
part
a
of her,
unique-
Yeah,
her
but
look.
it's-
unique
Goldie,
look.
you like
Different.
girls with tattoos?
Not on their face, no.
Yeah. What about you, McQueen?
I mean, it just for me, it depends on how much does the woman like me. That's
Yeah.
what I found is the best option for me.
Yeah.
So if you got tattoos on your face, how much do you like me? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing for me? You know what I'm saying? How are you making my life better? The tattoos on the face, I mean, a part of me wishes I could get tattoo on my face. So, because I
You
like.
wouldn't do it?
No.
Well, I don't got tattoos, so
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Goldie,
So-
you don't have one tattoo.
I don't have
right?
any tattoos, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I part of me just wishes I could have some, but I just feel like I just can't do it. The most I did was this right here. But I understand the artistic,
But also, it's like it's choices because, for example, a lot of women love men like all tatted up. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like they have the type they don't like if they feel like they don't have tattoo, they're like there's something missing. But it's just like it's all realigned, and at the end of the day, you have to be open to maybe try. Like this guy, like with no tattoo, like actually he's like more like crazy, like he's gonna tattoo up your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you cannot.
I'm
It's
trying to
just a
find this
costume,
question for
I
you
feel
guys.
our
I have a
bodies,
question.
Yeah.
Or soul or I know.
She got a question.
Especially for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
What tell me about what do you think about the polygamy relationships based on your experiences?
Based on my experiences, I think they're great. When you have two women that really like each other, and I live my life the way I want. So when it comes to women, I'm gonna do whatever I want. This train's gonna keep moving with or without you, and it's always been a great benefit for me. I like having multiple women in my life. I enjoy women's energy, and when you could have 2 or 3 women that all get along, there's no better feeling than that. They take care of everything. The things that go unsaid, and they just know that they can. How do I put this? It's a life that I dreamed of as a
It's
young.
an aesthetic,
Yeah. It's
Okay.
when I pull up to these
Yeah.
restaurants and I got 2 beautiful
Have to
women
flex,
with me.
yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is just to go out to dinner with beautiful women. I enjoy that.
Okay.
That's something I really like. Or
That's what's up.
I have multiple women to make content with. My life is based on social media, so it's
Yeah.
great for my brand. A lot of men want that, but
So
they're
it's
too
more like
scared.
to show then.
Yeah,
It's more to show the woman.
No, it's not more to show. It's just the way I like to live my life.
Okay.
I enjoy women.
I
Women
have
have
a
beautiful energy.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's nice. Say I got a girl to help me stay at home and take care of my child, or I got a girl to, help me pick out my style. And it's like I said, it's great for my content. I don't know. It's a beautiful thing when you could just roll
you like
around.
to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
In every aspect of that.
Okay.
Sexually, mentally, physically, spiritually.
Okay.
And so when, you got multiple energies in the house and they could all just be a part of what I have going on, it's nice. It's comforting.
Okay.
So if you feel like, is that like your thing, like kind of like, we could say like you like triples instead of couples?
Troubles?
Like two girls and you, like kind of like a relationship? That's what you meant?
Yeah, it's whatever.
So based on that, what do you think about a woman having like two boyfriends?
Well, that's just the women that I'm with could never talk to another man. I'm the prize here. So if they want to go
But so
talk
why
to,
if you're the prize, if you're for everybody? How?
how am I for everybody?
How? Because if you're for all the women, it's like you don't protect the, how can I say, you don't keep it as a prize. Because prize is like unique, it's like you say multiple women as much as I can get. So how does make this like a prize?
You think I'm just out here just
No,
fucking everyone?
I'm just asking like how.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not just for everyone. It takes a
Okay.
special woman to be, part of my household.
Okay.
Not just everyone can just. I'm very protective of my energy.
Okay, you're
I have a
selective.
son. I have
Okay.
businesses. I have a lot of money. So not just anyone could get that. Like McQueen said, that woman has to like me, and Goldie said that woman has to like me a lot, a hell of a lot, to even be a part of what I have going on. And then on top of that, she has to be okay with everything that I have going on. So that takes like a very special woman. Not a lot of women would be okay with that.
Of course.
So
I got a question for you, Carolina. Okay. If I get your number and I say, let's go get Kratom and meditate together, what's your response?
I mean,
This is the first time I meet you. Like I see you on the street, I come to you, hey, I just think you're very beautiful.
Well, no, I wouldn't give you my phone number because I don't know you. I just barely talked to you. I just met you.
Yeah.
Like, why would I give you my phone number?
Can I say something?
Why, wait, so how is it, hold on.
But I met you in the elevator and you gave me your number right away.
Yeah, but I know who you are kind of before.
You knew who I was?
Of course.
From social media or from where?
No social media, like private life.
I love it. I love it.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, he told me like if I just met you, I know nothing about you.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious. But I understand because a lot of women, they come up to me and they want to get to know me. They want to meet me and stuff like that.
but
You got good energy too. That's why I came up to you in the elevator.
Yeah.
I had to
She knew
say
you're
something.
legit, though.
Huh?
She knew you were legit though because of our circle, like you're
Yeah.
friends with she's friend with some people that you know.
We
so
know people in
you know,
common.
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
okay. So
You're
you
not gonna
knew
ignore
me.
it. Yeah.
So that was.
She's not gonna ignore it. Yeah.
No. Of course. So that was the reason why.
Like the fact that we never talked before doesn't mean that I don't know about you. Obviously, I don't know like who you are exactly, but
But
yes,
you're willing to get to know me.
yes.
Okay,
No,
cool.
but also like I know some about you, before I met you. So
Yeah,
that's
respect
why
that.
I gave you my number. But he meant like I just met you on the street or something like that, like randomly.
So there's no situation where a man like can approach you in public and come to you like a gentleman and speak to you, have a conversation with you, speak for like what, maybe a couple minutes, you guys vibe, and then there's no situation where he could get your number like that?
I don't know your intentions though.
No,
But I'm saying like
let's
if
say he's handsome, like a handsome man, like that's your type. That like few things that he say you vibe.
like let's say let's say in a hypothetical world, right? Like I came to you and I approached you, okay? And like you might have thought I was attractive enough to at least hear what I have to say, right? And then as I'm speaking, you're kind of like, okay, this guy's kind of cool. He made me laugh. Like he seems like he's got his things in order. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You don't get a threatening weirdo vibe from me. You're saying that you wouldn't. And if I asked for your number, you're saying you wouldn't give it to me?
I mean, whatever you say at the first time I met you doesn't mean shit for me because I don't know you.
So how does a man get to know you?
Yeah, because I mean, how else would a guy get to know you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Through my social media, I will give you my Instagram.
Okay, so you would give me some type of contact, just not your phone number.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like direct contact because my phone number is like, you're gonna be, more in contact with me. My Instagram, it's different.
So do you feel like the Instagram is kind of like a way for you to screen the person, for you to kind of understand?
No, but I already give you my phone number. It's like, I don't know, like being in real contact though,
Yeah, but I'm saying like at most you would give that guy your Instagram is what you're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
So like, do you feel like the reason why you would do that is because you need to do a little bit more of a background check on him? Is that pretty much why?
I mean, it's just because I want to know what your real intentions are.
Right. So background check.
Because there's a lot of people out there, especially guys, that are going to approach you on the street and they just want your number because they just want to fuck you. They just want to like treat you maybe like a booty call,
You don't want them to
and I don't want to waste.
you or,
Exactly. I don't want to waste my time though.
Right. So so you feel like looking at a man's social media will tell you everything you need to know?
What do you mean?
So if a guy approaches you, okay, or let's say I approached you, okay, and everything was cool. You liked me, I liked you, and I asked for your phone number. You were like, no, I can't give you my number, but I'll give you my Instagram, okay? But I believe that someone's content and what they see on their Instagram a lot of times doesn't reflect who they may be in real life. So you're saying that you want to see the Instagram because you want to see what this person's really about. But what if their Instagram doesn't reflect who they are? So you're not really giving that man a fair judgment. Does that make sense?
Yes, but at least I could see a little bit about you, though.
Okay.
No matter if it's all fake. But you already showing me then if it's all fake.
How?
Well, because I'm gonna figure it out if you're real or not.
Okay.
Maybe you want to see the way you speak with him,
I
on
know
DM.
Yeah, how they operate.
The dinner part?
First you speak with
Okay.
him on DM, you get to know him, and then
The coffee
after
with the- versus
you give
the
the
dinner?
number, the conversation goes well.
Right.
See, I feel like a lot of people, for me, is when I give them my Instagram, they have like these preconceived notions where they're just
Okay.
they have like this image of me
We
where
already
I'm
know
like
the
some fuckboy,
right.
and then they see how I operate with my son, what I talk about on my story, and then they like warm up to me a little bit, and they're like, oh, okay, this is a real guy.
Okay, so Carolina, question. So let's just skip past the part, because I know you're having trouble with getting past that part of me getting your number initially.
No,
okay?
you can ask me anything. Why should I feel uncomfortable? That's what you're trying to say?
No.
Oh.
So let's just get past the part where let's say, okay, we get each other's Instagram.
Yeah.
And then you think that I'm cool enough
Hold
now.
on. Before everything, like here, we are allowed to express ourselves, our opinions, and whatever we think about anything that we talk about it. And we are allowed to agree and disagree because
course.
if we are in a room where we can't disagree, it's a room under control. So I like to express myself no matter if somebody agree or disagree.
Of course, I agree.
No, 1,000%. That's what this podcast is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have
We
we?
all don't have to agree.
So like so if let's say we get each other's Instagram. And then and then you think, okay, he's cool enough now, and then I ask for your number on Instagram. You would give it to me, right? Let's just say, hypothetically, I know you have a hard time just, but if let's say you give me the number, we start texting, and I say, hey, first thing I want to do is go and get some kratom and meditate together. What's your response?
When you approach a woman, you directly ask for a phone number?
Yeah.
Oh, because you didn't do that to me.
Well, because, the first thing we talked about was doing a podcast. So
No,
just
you asked me for my Instagram.
I don't remember asking for your Instagram.
Yes,
Did
you
I?
did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys saw the podcast shit in my hand. So then when you were asking me, like, what are you doing, a podcast? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a podcast.
No, actually, the first comment you did is you approach us and give us a good compliment.
Yeah.
That's nice. Honestly,
Yes.
he has nice approach. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like, there's some approach, like somebody like that, like, yes, you want to exchange contact,
Yeah.
Like either
good energy.
Instagram, yeah. And sometimes, just Instagram, it protects, I guess, because people have trust.
It's kind of like a
issues,
boundary.
Get to know,
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what I was saying. It gives you,
But first
yeah,
there, and after
exactly.
we can exchange our
Exactly,
number.
exactly, yeah.
But actually, he was very gentleman, very respectful, you know, so nice. Hey girls, like you cool, and we're like you're cool too. You know, you work out. We're going to Rockstar. I just came back from it, and boom, let's exchange Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like organic.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, I know that you are a good friend of somebody that I know. So you know,
It makes you even more trustable. But I didn't know I could read fast.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say in that situation then, right? That's perfect.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I DM you and I say, hey, can I get your number, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you give it to me and I text you and I say, hey, first thing I want to do is go and get some kratom and meditate together. What's your response?
Well, first of all, that sounds really nice, though, because it's things that I do usually on a daily basis. You're not telling me, hey, let's go fucking get fucked up or shit like that. You know?
Yeah. So what's your response?
I mean, if I feel in that moment comfortable with you, yes, I would say yes.
Okay.
I feel like it shows also like he's trying to get to know you. Like he's not like oh come let's go watch a movie. Or, you know, he's trying to get to know you.
The
Like
approach is better.
The reason why I asked that is because I feel like that, in my opinion, I don't think taking a woman out to a lavish dinner date on the first date is necessary. I feel like a lot of women think that you're supposed to just spend a whole bag on them, but it's like, why would I do that when I don't even know you? What if we go on this date and 5 minutes into the date, I figure I don't like your ass? You know what I'm saying? Now I got to spend money on this damn date. And you know what I'm saying? And I got to sit here and talk to you for this whole time when I don't want to, you know? So I feel like if I approached you the way you guys said I was very genuine, it was nice and all that stuff, right? Then that means at that point, there's equal respect for each other, right? So that means that if we started off as equal respect, you see the value in me, I see the value in you, it shouldn't matter if we just go and get a coffee and get to know each other. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's just about getting to know each other and seeing if we even want to have a future together. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't want to sit down like in front of each other. First, no, it's good. I like your approach.
I like her. Okay. So, do you agree with that, or you on the same page as that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, for sure. So, another question. Okay.
Oh, he wrote down his question.
Yeah. Well, this is a question I had asked somebody before, but I just want to hear you guys' okay. So, there's two men in this situation. Okay. One man.
Two men.
Yeah, there's two men. Okay. One man comes to you and he's not a millionaire, but he has integrity, sexual discipline, emotional intelligence, focus, drive, wisdom. He's in shape. He's stoic. His own car, his own crib. He's relentless. He has peace. He has leadership, and he's healed. And then one other man has all the money in the world, but none of those other things. Which one are you choosing?
You start?
Me start? Where
You want me to start? Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, I would choose none of those because I feel like I am established. Yeah, you know what? I could have it all. You know, I had men that are good men that have money. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather sit this one out and just, even if I'm single a little longer, I'd rather give what I want to give or all of myself to what it feels right to me.
Okay.
So this is my answer.
Okay, what about you, Carolina?
Yeah, I think so that it's missing something in each of one. So it's hard
What is
to
that?
match the energy.
What's missing?
You don't want to be with an asshole either that have money. You know how many guys that are just like, get the fuck out of my face just because they have money? Like, no,
Hold
I
on.
don't.
The first guy sounds like an amazing guy.
Yeah, but why you're
But he don't got no money.
listen.
I would stay cool with the other guy. I would stay cool. I would like push him and all. You know, I have a lot of friends. You know, like they're a millionaire, but they're not like crazy. You know, like they're on their way, and I'm cool. You know, I bond better than with an asshole. Like for me, it's important to be a good person. You know, like that have all those qualities that you say.
But you say you don't want either of them.
You say he has.
Either one because I know what I want. You know.
You say he has no money, but he's healed. He's healed. I don't think he's healed
At least
because
he
if he has money issues, how is he healed?
I said he's not a millionaire.
No, but as a person,
That doesn't mean he doesn't have money.
It's like, for
He's-
example,
car and a house.
it's like,
Right.
for example,
I love the question.
That's a great
It
question.
shows you.
You know, like that-
They
that
be saying
friend
it.
that you all
Women
come
respect
in,
resources.
you know?
This is how they feel.
He's
Right,
like,
right.
You know, he's
Yeah,
your
I
friend.
think every time we have a
He's
woman
on
the
his way
podcast,
up,
we should
but
ask
you're
that
cool.
question.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
one.
you know, he's on his way, so he's
I would
on
think
his
they
way
would
to
say
go.
the
So
right
he's like,
answer.
That's what I'm like. That must be.
Okay, like, no.
But at least you got the intention. That's
Yeah,
your intention should be like that.
Huh? What'd you say?
I respect more that because at least he has the intention, you know. I would not pick none of them, but I would stay cool with one of them, and the other one can just.
Until he becomes.
That's
a
very
millionaire,
telling.
then.
That's very telling. So you gonna
true.
so you just gonna keep him on the side.
No, I'm not keeping
Till he
on
makes
the
it
side.
enough.
Right.
I stay friend. No, he's not keeping on the side because you know I know what I want to meet. You know, like I know, it's not.
She wants a damn athlete.
No, it's not. No.
I'm just joking. I'm just playing with you.
No.
Have you been married before? Are you married
Yes.
now? Yeah.
I've been. I've been fiancé and married.
You been married? What happened in that last relationship when you were married?
Can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
Outside?
Oh, outside?
Yes.
Oh. So not here.
You know, because I am such a great citizen in the
Oh,
United
okay,
States.
okay. I was thinking that.
I feel you.
Okay.
Okay, so
God bless America.
so wait a minute, okay? The first man with all those qualities doesn't sound like a great man to y'all?
It doesn't matter. She said he don't got no money.
No. He got money. He just not a millionaire.
Oh, he got money. Yeah, so we can push him. You know, we can. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I misunderstood then.
I thought that you say he didn't have money.
I'm like, wait a minute, because look,
No, he's good.
he gotta
I
have
thought
money
you
if he
were
got his-
talking about a hippie one.
He's an athlete too. He goes to the gym. He goes. Okay.
Ah.
He pushes
Let me
all.
let me
Let's
repeat
go.
it one more time. Let me
Yeah.
repeat it one more time, okay?
Please.
Please listen,
For the ladies in the back.
okay?
Ladies in the back.
Okay? One man comes to you, but he's not a millionaire. But he has integrity, sexual discipline, emotional intelligence, focus, drive, wisdom, in shape, stoic, his own car, his own crib, okay? He's relentless, he has peace, he has leadership, and he's healed.
How much money he got? They need to know. They need
I
to
mean,
know.
if he got his own crib and his
I don't
own
know.
car, he got some type
I mean,
of
you
money.
can have an
Yeah, I
apartment
mean,
and
you-
that's
You know
all.
what I'm
He
saying?
has 20K in the savings.
Yeah, let's just say he's got 20K in the savings, okay? But if you ask me, listen to me. If you ask me, just off of the emotional intelligence, sexual discipline, integrity, and being in shape and being stoic, if those four alone don't convince you that this man's a good
They
man,
don't convince
But
me.
hold on, what do you mean sexual
the money.
discipline?
sexual discipline meaning
Because
like
you know what to be inspired.
Right.
You're gonna get my shit.
You want to do nice
He's
things.
not just
huh?
out here fucking every girl.
what I'm saying is because look.
Be the way, be the leader.
He's not
So
like a
listen,
polyami.
hold on. I want to explain this. So sexual discipline, right, is like it's important because one, you know he doesn't want you for your pussy. He doesn't need you for your pussy. And most women, that's what they know most men to want is their pussy. Like you just said, most men just want to fuck, right? So in his mind, he like that's not even important to me. What else? Do you know what I'm saying? What else you got? Right? So that means his values are in a place where most millionaires, they don't have that type of intelligence. They're not that level. They're not that level of spiritually aware. They're not heightened like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't see the value in that, I just think that's very telling about y'all.
Let me ask you a question, right? So what if you had the first dude who was a millionaire and he had all those other qualities? What happens when he loses his money? You leave him?
Back, no.
What if he don't get it back? What if it's just terrible? Something happens and he's like, I got to live regular for a while. I got to pay restitution. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. Now he's broke forever.
For a year.
For 2-3 years.
For a year.
3 years.
Thank God I got back. Thanks God I
So
got
you- so-
backups.
so
But
you gonna
I
leave her?
have to flip it now.
So-
Because listen, I take care of my whole family, so it's like I know that I'm built to take care, but it's just like I want to be with a man where I can feel like I can relax.
So you
know?
would tell him
I
when you
don't-
get
I
it
wanna
back.
Be like the woman,
So you would
know?
tell
So you
him.
leave that nigga.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, I'm not gonna leave. You know, but it's like I'm gonna have his back. This is why I said important before. It's important a woman to have his back.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna leave because I'm used to. I took care of everybody. It's like I'm the mom. You know. I
So
don't want to be the man. This is not my role, but I did because I had to. I want to relax. I want to be like.
I got a question for Goldie McQueen. So I want to ask you guys the same question. Okay, so we got a girl, dog shit ugly, like she's a 2 out of 10. She has all those good characteristics as the first guy, multi-millionaire, and then number 2, and you have to marry this woman. You have to pick one to marry, and then number 2,
one. Go
Number
ahead,
one.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead, dog.
and then number 2, she has the house, the car, and she's 10 out of 10, but has none of those qualities.
Number one.
And she
Number one.
she is a
Not even a question.
multimillionaire.
Number one.
Yeah, it's not even a question.
Number one. It's not even close. Honestly, the way you was naming off shit on number one, I already knew.
Okay, perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Because
No, I knew. I already knew.
Because this is my
What a
theory.
good person.
Tell me what you think, right? You could pretty much build any woman to be beautiful, right? You could take a 5 with $20,000, $30,000. I could get her everything done and make it so if she got a beautiful inside, I could just put that on top of her if she liked me, right?
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
But if you a piece of shit and you spray some gold over it, it's still a piece of shit. You just got gold on it. You know what I'm saying?
course.
It's always
So-
gonna stink.
It's like
Yeah.
dying the fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, all that fucking, obviously we love beautiful women.
It's like the
you know?
dirtbags with money.
They
They're
look
still a
good.
piece of shit.
Women are beautiful. If they look good, that's cool. But all that shit goes out the window if you're not all the things that I need
the
from a woman.
superficial thoughts.
Like if you're just superficial and you got your mind in the wrong place, that shit just immediately turns me off. None of that shit means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take the 2 all day with all the right qualities because like he said, that woman's going to earn my respect to where I'm going to want to upgrade her physically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. And then she going to love you even more because of the fact that you actually took the time to upgrade her physically, make herself feel better about herself. You know what I'm saying? So,
While we're talking about surgeries, how do you guys feel about surgery? Have you guys had anything done?
Yes.
Of course, it's visible though, but but it's not all because before I got surgeries, I've been working out though. I always been in the fitness world. My dad used to be a bodybuilder, so I got a good example to follow though. So I always been into the gym. Yes, I got done some aesthetic surgeries because I can and because I decide what to do with my body though, but.
What'd you get done?
I got BBL, I got lipo, and I got my nose done.
Can you stand up and show them your body? Guys, this is a prime example of what great surgery looks like, and hard
but
work
hold
and
on.
hard work and discipline.
Combined with hard work though.
Yeah,
but
hard work and discipline.
Honestly, she worked out very hard. So if you have a BBL and you want it to look as good as that, like you have to work out. There's no secret.
Okay, is it
And
is it
I need
fir-
to wear-
is
I
it
need to
firm or
wear-
does it have some wiggle to it? So if you're like throwing ass in the club.
Listen, most of the people think that you get done something and you're gonna perpetuate that forever. No, you gotta maintain that, which is like the hardest part ever.
Yeah, that's
The
a
way
fact.
we eat.
You gotta maintain
Yes.
it.
You guys eat healthy?
I got to though. Like I grew up eating healthy. I grew up like for those who don't know me, like I grew up with my grandparents and in a big house in the middle of the countryside, like we never has to go buy groceries because we have everything around. We have animals, plants, any kind of fruits around me, so yeah. Like I know, like I've been raised eating healthy. So
No, that's what's up.
Nice. I love that. Yeah, no, I could just tell, like watching your stories over the last couple of days. You're drinking your matcha, you got the tea. I could tell that you are very healthy. I think I texted you the other day. I was like, your body is like literally a work of art, and it's like the hard work of, well, it's like the definition of consistency and discipline. I could tell she's got a crazy 6-pack.
I seen it.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And that ass is no joke. In the most respectful way.
Damn.
Yeah. No. But yeah. All right. Well, we're kind of gonna wrap this up here. I think this was a great episode. I think we talked about a lot of great stuff. Where can, like, if these guys they want to sign up and they want to get a 6-pack like you, where do they find you at?
yes, first you're gonna find us in our IG Madness Center. Well, my main IG also is Carolina TZO, and our webpage and app is gonna launch very soon. So you guys
Yes,
gonna
we're
be
very
able
excited
to subscribe over there.
to share our app.
Yes. Meanwhile, we are dropping content and we are coaching people already. So yeah,
Nice,
you
I
can
love
contact directly through Instagram though.
And fellas, when you contact her, make sure you're just hitting her up for, fitness only. And then Goldie, where can they find you at, brother?
Man, you already know Young Goldie _ on Instagram, Game Guy Goldie on YouTube.
McQueen?
Oh yeah, Megan McQueen on YouTube, McQueen Live go subscribe to the streaming channel because this shit finna go well. We finna be viral as fuck. And also, obviously, the Megan McQueen on Instagram.
You're streaming now, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
You think
you guys should come on my stream? Yeah, this shit gonna go up. It's gonna be dope as fuck.
Let's do the part 2.
Yeah, for sure. But listen,
Thursday.
what you say?
Tell them to come Thursday.
No. We gotta do ours. We just but this week, if you guys got time this weekend, you should come on. Yeah, let's do it. All right, for sure.
Also, guys, if you want to work out, you know, you are more than welcome to join us. You know, we can work out also too. You know, I work out every single day. So
Yeah, where y'all be working out at?
I be
though?
seeing you sometimes downstairs in the gym.
yes.
Where's the
What gym do you go to mostly?
Miami Strong?
No, we got a gym here though.
Oh,
inside the building.
In the middle, yes.
Okay.
Well, I like to work out everywhere, to be honest. Like, depends.
she work out,
Sometimes I go also.
Do you go to Elevation? I just signed up.
I have membership in Elevation.
Okay.
And in Boxar too. And I like to work out also in Muscle Beach because you
Oh,
combine
yeah.
like working
So
out
nice.
plus
Yeah.
tanning, and after you jump into the ocean, which is like great combination though.
10 out of 10 experience.
Yes.
We should vlog that. Let's
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
And also we can make great content there, you know, with the
some
light. It's
kratom after.
perfect.
We should even make an event like that to train a
Yeah.
group, you know?
Yes.
To take a group to Muscle Beach and
Yeah.
Great idea. Look at
yeah,
that.
Guys,
great.
would you be able to like work out like kind of like a booty camp, like booty
I'll come to
workout
that
with
for
us?
sure.
I mean, I be working out my butt all the time. No Diddy.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm down. I don't know what these niggas. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'll be
down.
right there with the camera.
You're gonna supervise everything.
Yeah, I'll supervise everything.
I do some pull-ups.
I'm great with my angles.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll make sure you guys look great.
But thank you
Nice.
so
That's
much,
important.
guys.
No,
Nah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you so
down.
much, guys, for inviting us.
Yeah.
to
Thanks for
our
coming
podcast.
on.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
our
sure.
first podcast, and we're very happy to do this.
All right, guys, remember, go click that link in our bio, join our community, and we will see you guys on another episode of the Game Gods Podcast. Peace.